I'm Musty Hobbit, and you're listening to the Cartridge Club.
Weekly.
I made a big mistake. I make a few mistakes in my life.
Yeah?
Made one about 5 minutes ago. Ate 3 egg rolls right before I came over here.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
3 whole egg rolls.
Yeah, I just crammed them in me, and I got in the car, and here I am. Sure, I can feel it festering inside me as we speak.
Great. Well, that's what we've been up to. This is Cartridge Club Weekly. If you are new to this show, let me tell you what we are. Cartridge Club is a community of online content creators, gamers, collectors, and gaming enthusiasts who get together to celebrate gaming. We do that via Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, the Switch Online community, our forums at www.cartridgeclub.org, and Twitter.
Lots of things. Lots of Cartridge Club action. Realize we don't have a little prop here. Usually we have a little prop.
Oh, yeah.
Just grab one of them.
Here we go.
Grab one of them right there.
Ooh-all.
The heck is ooh-all?
Prop.
Do you all know what you-all is?
Anyway,
Whoa, I didn't even mean
this
that.
show is our weekly news show. We're going to talk about some of the news that's been happening in the gaming world. We're going to talk about the updates, some goings-on within the Cartridge Club. We're going to talk about some of the podcast videos and blogs that have been uploaded in our community. Then we're also going to answer some questions from the listeners and probably roll into a topic.
Not many questions this week. Did not tweet it out.
That's all right. A lot of news to talk about. So let's jump right into the news.
Yeah.
I'm Player 1. This is my brother, Player 2.
Hello, folks.
Mark, what do you got for me today?
Not a whole lot of news this week.
You are on drugs.
Mind-blowing how much news came out this week.
So
This is why I didn't tweet out about CCAnswers.
Let's save the Nintendo Direct for the...
All right, well, we can still talk about Nintendo. Let's talk about that old NES Classic.
Let's actually shift the whole Direct right to the topic.
All right.
Cool.
NES Classic.
NES Classic.
Coming back with a hot vengeance.
This summer, 2018, you will be able to get NES Classics on store shelves again.
Crazy.
And they've increased the distribution of the SNES Classic.
We're going to have to go back and check the tape. I remember when they said, we've discontinued it for 2016. I said, hey.
Yep.
They said 2016. Why did they say it like that? Why didn't they say forever?
I am 100% certain that is exactly what we asked.
And here we go. Coming back.
You know, because the fans were like, listen, Nintendo, we want this.
Yeah.
Please give it back
it's sold
to us.
like hotcakes. It's sold out.
Yeah, and
before.
they identified, hey, we misjudged this.
Yeah.
Now a lot of I don't work for a major global company. Mm-hmm. How far in advance do you think they have things planned? Like, do you think they got years in advance planned? 6 months in advance? Like, do you think that Super Nintendo Classic was planned and coming already?
Yes.
And then they were like, wow, this NES Classic was really popular. We need to do something?
Yeah, they were already making Super Nintendo Classics.
So they don't plan their lives day to day or week to week like all the people that, you know, are online clamoring for their stuff. Why don't you just make more? Make them today. Just hit make. Hit that make button.
Right. Nintendo was like, holy crap. This just sold like crazy.
I mean, they're a 150 or 130-year-old company. Chances are they plan ahead in advance a little more than paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. And they realized, hey, this sold like crazy. We will just make more.
Yep.
We're sorry, folks, that it's not going to be there today. We're already making Super Nintendo Classics. So we'll bring it to you as soon as we get the chance. And
what do you think about them? Maybe they should have said when they canceled it, hey, don't worry, these are going to come back.
I don't know, because I don't know if they probably had to crunch the numbers. They probably had to see, hey, are we making anything else? Is this going to be feasible? Does this work for us?
Can we fit this in?
Right. And then we have 8,000 different versions of 2DS and 3DS coming out. Can we make this? Yeah. And I think they realized, okay, let's do it.
Can we fit this in between the Metroid, Pokemon, Monster Hunter,
right? They didn't
Splatoon 3DS?
Come out. They're very cautious. They're a cautious company. Right. They weren't going to say, okay, we're making more. No matter what, we're making more. They couldn't do that. They had to make sure that it was going to work out best for them with their plan, and this is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Now, you could say that it was because of... I think it was just because it sold so fast that they're like, okay, clearly there's a demand.
Yep.
We just didn't anticipate it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have proven in the past that they don't care what their fans want or say. Right. You know what I mean? If you go online right now and Google Nintendo, 90% of it is, come on, Nintendo, how come you never ever listen to your fans? You hate your fans. You hate money.
Right.
So the fans clearly didn't make this change.
Right.
Nintendo said, oh, these sold really well. Maybe we should make more.
Yeah, of course.
Because they don't listen to their fans. We have a history of people indicating that Nintendo doesn't listen to their fans.
But the same people that say that Nintendo aren't listening to their fans are saying that that's the reason why it's being made again.
Not possible.
So it's kind of like...
small subsect of the internet is angry that this is happening.
What?
They feel duped. Nintendo told them they were canceled, so they went to great lengths to receive more of these, to get one of these. They paid scalper prices. They went above and beyond in their efforts to find one, and now that they're coming back, gosh darn it, it's just not fair.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand.
it is what it is.
I read a tweet this week, and it was a pretty good tweet. It said, sometimes it doesn't matter. It seems like it doesn't matter what announcement they make; they're going to get guff either way.
Yeah.
So there it is. Anybody who didn't get an NES Classic, hopefully you'll be able to walk into store shelves and find one. I suspect these will still be limited.
Yeah, I mean, even the Super Nintendo Classic.
They are not in the business of making plug and plays. They're in the business of making software for the Nintendo Switch.
Here's the thing: they would make as many as they can within a cautious region. You know what I mean? They're not going to go crazy. They're not going to flood the shelves, which is what some people want. They're not going to have stock sitting on shelves. That's not what they do.
Ask Sega how stock on shelves looks.
Right.
The Sonic Mania Collector's Edition.
Oh boy,
it's been out for less than a month, already discounted.
All right. Yeah. Well, all you have to do is look at the other plugins.
You don't want to be at games. You don't want to be there.
No, exactly. And that's what they're going to avoid. So I'm still cautious. I wouldn't go in expecting these to be all over the shelves. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Although variant collectors, pay attention. I heard that they are putting a TAC 002 on the box.
What?
No, I'm just
What are you doing to me?
trying to get those people crazy.
Anyway, what do you got?
It's like all Nintendo all week long. If you don't like Nintendo, folks, turn this show off because it's all we're going to talk about this week.
Boom. Next one that I want to talk about Nintendo is not so positive.
Oh, well, my next one is Nintendo is the virtual reality not likely coming to Switch.
Oh, all right. I didn't even hear this.
They
patented it, just in case.
They had an interview with Reggie, and they said, Reggie, what's the deal, man? You're bringing us NES Classics. We wanted it. Fans screamed for it, and you said, okay, we'll give it to you. The fans are saying they want VR. Reggie, what do you say? And Reggie says, the problem with VR is that there aren't a lot of experiences that are truly fun.
Oh, snap.
There are no plans to experiment with VR capabilities.
All right, well, there you go. Sorry, VR. Personally, I'm looking forward to trying VR.
Yeah.
Still have not. The only person who could possibly... Yeah. Anyway, I wonder what Julian thinks of that. Julian's a big VR guy.
Yeah,
Although I never hear him talk about VR anymore.
Nope.
Julian, do you still use your
VR?
VR?
Is your side chick. I got my PS4 or my Xbox One or my Switch or all three or my 3DS, and I got my side chick.
It's just a peripheral.
Got my PSVR over here for when I want to dive into Moss or Resident Evil 7
Moss,
with
man.
my free DLC.
Forgot about Moss.
Where I get to play as Chris Redfield.
Right. Are we going to mention that? Anyway, doesn't matter.
What do you got next for news? I do have one or two that are not Nintendo, but...
Well, I don't want to keep going negative Nintendo. Let's go... Okay, last week I talked about this...
Was that negative? Was no VR negative? Because
Yeah, you're not
I
getting
don't
VR.
care.
Well, you don't care, but it's still negative for people who wanted it, who wanted VR.
Well, just complain enough. Get online, raise your voices, get together.
You
Speak
can solve
out.
this.
They'll change it.
No, you can't solve anything.
There's no way for VR on the Switch.
Hat in Time. I talked about this last week.
Oh,
Adorable
yeah.
looking 3D platformer. The developers just got Switch dev kits. So rumor has it, it'll probably get ported to Switch.
Cool.
They are not confirming this. They say that they are currently looking into the Switch, but they have said there's no plans for a port yet.
You heard it here first. Confirmed. Hat in Time coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Nope. That is not scoop.
Did you say physical?
No, I did not say physical. But yeah, Hat in Time. My God, it looks so good. And you know what? Apparently there's some other people in the club who are looking forward to this. Steve Snyder, I know, is definitely looking forward to it. There was someone else, and I apologize. Hat in Time. It looks like Spike McFang in the modern era.
Very cool.
Yeah. I have more, but you can say something.
Monster Hunter. Here's a negative amiibo story.
Oh my gosh, lots of negative Nintendo stuff.
Monster Hunter Stories launched this week or last week, the 9th.
Yeah.
So last week, after we had recorded last week.
Comes
to North America.
Yeah.
With full amiibo functionality between the Monster Hunter amiibos.
Word.
They are Japanese exclusive.
Oh, snap.
No word yet on if or when these amiibos will ever come to North America.
He ain't lying.
So currently the only way to make use of the functionality of these amiibos, which includes dragon eggs for rides that you can hatch and use in the game that are quite powerful.
That sounds intriguing.
Is to import the amiibo.
I need it. So does Steven have these amiibo?
He's got 3 of them. I've got 3 of them.
All right. As long as Steven's got them, then I'm good.
But this raises the question of
What?
where's the outrage?
Do you think there should be outrage?
Well, I mean, there's outrage any other time amiibo. This is amiibo functionality. Not only are these amiibo hard to get,
point.
you have to import them. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't have to do.
And this is in-game stuff. Where's the outrage? Are we out of outrage? Has the outrage Has the
No, don't be silly.
has the shelf life on Outrage worn out? Maybe we no longer care about Amiibo.
No, it's the same reason that nobody got outraged about the Xbox One Scorpio Edition being limited is because nobody cares about these Amiibos.
About the Monster Hunter Amiibo?
Right.
They're really nice looking, though.
Yeah, they're cute,
over there.
but not enough. Nobody cares enough. There are a certain sector of people who would care.
Raise your voice up, people.
Yeah, no, do not, unless you really, really want to. But it will get you nowhere.
But you can import these. Go to playasia.com. You can go to amiami.com.
Yeah, they're not expensive, right?
Neither one of those is .com. I'm sorry. They're PlayAsia or
Matters.
AmiAmi. Just Google them. They're Japan websites.
Sure.
You can get them in here fairly cheap. I think I got mine $13 a piece.
All right. Here we go.
But I just think that's kind of...
You want to just keep going down this negative Nintendo train? Because I'll go on. We can do it again.
I just want to touch on that Amiibo thing one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's... Why release a game with Amiibo functionality and not release those Amiibo in this market? What's the purpose for that?
Well,
Because they realize maybe that
No.
Monster Hunter doesn't sell super great here?
no, it doesn't matter. It was a port. It's just ported from Japan. Like, it's the same game.
Okay.
It's just language has changed. Obviously, it's going to have the support. But anyway, NBA 2K18. Back on topic again.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
I heard about the game cart sizes and that the game is actually bigger than the current maximum size you can get for a game cartridge, which
What?
is why...
No, it's 6.8 gigabytes.
What?
Yeah, the download size came out. It's now, when you go to download from the eShop, it's 6.8 gigabytes.
What?
Yeah. That's why everybody's like, well, then why do I need an SD card?
Why isn't it on the 8 gigabyte cartridge?
I don't know, dude. 6.8, go look it up.
How is this game 6.8 gigabytes on Switch and 64 on PlayStation? Sorry, 48 on PlayStation.
I don't know. Must be.
I don't understand what you're saying here.
That's what they said. 6.8 gigabytes. Look, I'll
So
go
no,
get it.
there's two parts to this game. There's the on cartridge part that you can play without downloading anything.
Now tell me about that.
That's I don't know. It's a mode you can play. You don't need to download anything. You put it in. You can play a portion of this game without downloading any extras. I imagine it's probably just like an arcade versus mode.
This is the thing I need to know. If you can play this game, if you can play all first,
You cannot play all of the game.
if you can play all single player campaign with just cartridge, I'm okay with it. I can deal with it. You can play the game from start to finish.
But I understand 6.8. There's no way.
Dude, hold on.
You bring that up.
You keep talking.
Well, you bring that up. I'm going to talk about the fact that Bruce Straley has left Naughty Dog.
Snap, really?
Yeah, he co-directed The Last of Us and Uncharted.
Oh, no.
He's sort of like the last of a dying. He's been with the company for like 15 years or something crazy.
Oh, it's been updated. Okay, so hold on. On September 13th, the base download, which seems to be 6.8 gigabytes. See right there?
Right.
Now it's been updated to 22.9 gigabytes.
That's still smaller than the largest Switch cartridge.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's been updated. It is now 22.9 gigabytes.
I would love to know what size is on the cartridge.
This article got updated on Nintendo Everything.
But that's still the largest Switch cartridge right now is 32 gigabytes.
Oh, well, it definitely could fit on that.
Curious.
Because, I mean, you're able to download this game digitally, so they wouldn't give you the wrong size, right? If you're downloading from the eShop, that's the size it's going to be.
Right.
22.9. So why is it not on the...
I don't know.
Dude. Anyway, back on why this is so important. If the game is coming on a cartridge, but it does nothing without downloading something, then it's a digital game. Because if you can't play that full game...
There is zero reason to buy this game physically.
Right, zero. It is a digital game with a physical cartridge or physical box that you can show, but it does nothing. It's literally there to set up your download. So that's kind of lame. Why is it not? I didn't realize 32 gigabyte was so why is it not on cartridge? I don't know. More questions, more,
Because those cartridges are more expensive?
I don't know. That's the question.
I don't know. Either way, either they use the bigger cartridge and charge more per game, or they use a smaller cartridge and force everyone to buy an SD card, which they might already have. So they're probably erring on the side of people most likely already have these SD cards. Either way, if I got to buy a game and download a percentage of it, whatever the percentage of it is,
any percent, if it's required to play,
what's the point in buying it in physical form?
There's no point, and I will not support any game like this. I will not buy it.
No, me neither. Who we kidding? Neither one of us was going to buy NBA 2K18.
But this is the start, dude. This is just the start.
Yeah, so when Mario Odyssey comes out,
right? If Mario Odyssey is this, I'm out.
It requires 50% download from the DLC from the eShop.
Right.
I'll just keep playing my Octopath Traveler demo.
Me too.
Saving that. All right, I got some.
I may even consider selling my Switch if that happens with Odyssey.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what? I probably will sell my Switch if that happens with Odyssey.
I have some.
I just have too many other things to play that are actual media that I will own.
Yep.
But anyway.
Positive news for Sony and Microsoft, negative for Nintendo coming up.
Ooh.
Akami HD confirmed. HD.
Yeah, right.
Akami HHD. I guess because it's extra high def because it was already done HD on the PS3 at one point.
Right. So
this is a game that was on the PS2 and the Wii and has been remastered to the PS3 and is now on the PS4.
Yep.
At what point do we start asking Sony why they just keep releasing the same games from the PS2?
You mean Capcom? Capcom loves to port their stuff.
How many other? There's been a couple other games that were PS2, like Shadow of the Colossus. That's not Capcom.
No.
That's on the PS2, the PS3, the PS4.
It's on the PS4. Yeah, that's a remake.
It's gonna be.
That ain't a port. That's a remake.
What?
This Okami is just a port.
That's the same thing.
No. Oh my God. No, it isn't. That's like saying the Resident Evil remake is the same as a Resident Evil.
Is the game any different of Shadow of the Colossus remaster?
Yes.
Just graphically?
No.
Oh, they're gonna fix the janky climbing mechanics?
You don't. Probably.
Doubtful.
Well, we can't say that. We don't know.
Anyway, Akami HD coming out. This is a lot of fun. This is a game I really want to play, despite my brief griping at it. It's too bad it's not coming to Switch. I think it'll be a good fit for Switch.
You know what? I played this game for a minute.
Oh yeah.
It's getting a lot of love. A lot of people like it. We are definitely gonna have to make it a club game because I need to actually try and get through it because I did not enjoy my first experience with it.
All right.
I'm sorry, Okami fans.
They'll get over it.
I will probably end up loving it when I'm forced to play through the whole thing for the club. All right.
I got a little bit of Nintendo Sunshine right now. This is crazy. I couldn't even have planned this.
Let that sunshine through.
This whole week has been nonstop Nintendo news.
I got other stuff.
I got a couple of other things, but
I do too.
Nintendo online app. Updated.
Yeah, but it's
so now the app can run with other apps on.
You can sleep your phone.
And you can sleep your phone.
But it still doesn't change how it's functioning in the game.
These were two of the biggest complaints that people had.
No.
Was that the screen always had to be on and that I couldn't run other apps while it was on.
No, none of those are the biggest. But the biggest problem is not being able to talk to people
with that.
when you're not in a very specific design. The planets are aligning.
As stated on the episode that we talked about Splatoon 2 in this app when it first came out.
Yeah.
We live in the day and time of software updates and changes. Wait for it. The first change has happened.
Yeah, sure.
It can now be used in sleep.
This could have stayed the way it was. All these changes could have not been happening, and they fixed the thing I just said, and I'd be on board.
No, it would suck your battery phone dry.
You're going to have to plug it in anyway. Like, either your Discord's sucking it dry or this is. Like, either way, your Switch is dying. It's like you have all these things plugged in. But the fact that I can't talk to people when I'm not in a very specific game, in a very specific way, that's why
changes are coming. They heard the outcry.
Then when the big changes happen, I'm on board. But till then, it's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm happy that this part will be fixed when you finally get it to work properly.
What do you got next?
Well, there was a little thing called an Apple experience this week.
Ooh.
So do you want to talk about Apple products for a second? Because I don't.
The iPhone, the Apple Series.
You know all about it. I don't.
Apple Series 3 Apple Watch came out.
Oh, really? There's a new Apple Watch?
Comes with cellular functionality now.
What does that mean?
It is also the #1 selling watch in the world, according to Apple's press conference. I didn't verify those numbers, but it jumped past Rolex.
No way.
I'm just telling you what they said in the speech.
You know what? They're probably right.
Apple also built a building that is entirely powered on renewable energy. Their new Apple campus is all renewable energy.
Is that big round disc thing?
Yeah, and they built it in what was a giant sea of asphalt, tore up all the asphalt, and planted a forest.
Oh, cool.
It's like a 500-acre forest or something crazy. And they built their compound in the center of it and then made it all renewable energy.
Cool.
So Apple single-handedly trying to team up with Tesla to stop global warming.
Good for you, Apple.
Yeah. Or climate change. However, I don't know what it's called now.
Wait, is that still a thing? I thought that was proven to not be a real thing. Oh boy, political topical.
All right. And then they announced the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, which is a minor upgrade to the 7 and 7 Plus.
Oh yeah, so what's new?
Nothing really. Induction charging instead of having to plug it in. However, the Lightning port does still exist.
So you can still charge it?
Yeah. Well, you can charge it with induction, or you can plug it in if you have to, if you have a dock that uses that.
Cool.
Better camera, some new modes in the photoing, in the photo editing. But the big deal was the iPhone X,
Okay.
which is a phone that no
Is this the
longer
face one?
Yeah, so Face ID unlocking technology.
Yep.
No home button. You swipe up to get your home button. Looks really slick, but
Joe's in love.
it's 5.3 inches, man. That's massive.
How big's this?
I don't know how big. I don't know Samsung measurements.
I only measure.
The Apple phones. So normally the Apple normally comes in 4.7 and I'm not sure what the size of the pluses are, but 4.7 was my original phone, my iPhone 6, and it was too big for me. I prefer the 4-inch.
Dude, what is the SE?
That's the 4-inch phone. It's in the 5S case, but it's the 6S internals.
What? I can't keep up.
It's a 4-inch phone. It's a good phone. That's actually
So it's a
that's
smaller
just like
6.
It's a smaller 6S.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah. But the X looks good. They say it'll be they're going to revolutionize telephoning with it, cellular phoning. I don't know what the industry.
All right, cool.
But it was a cool event. I watched it. It opened up. It was really nice.
Yeah. Anyway, the real reason why this event was so big was because they got that game company to do an announcement.
Yeah, that's why.
This is what everybody was waiting for. The Journey guys, the guys that made Journey, finally announced a new game. No new games since what? 2013, 14? We just did the podcast. I can't remember what year it came out. They finally announced their new game, and it's on all Apple products.
First,
yeah, timed exclusive.
Yeah.
But I can't figure out how you control it with a touchscreen. I was looking at that trailer. I just can't figure it
you
out.
probably just tap and flip. I mean, how hard does it just hold up on your?
You just go like that, like
Well, just hold up.
the kids like skipping.
Because it's the
and
people that
jumping.
made Journey, right?
Yeah,
So just touch your screen and hold it up.
that is not how it works. That's not how you play Journey.
That's how I play.
So how are you
Journey.
gonna jump and then float and then turn?
Probably use Siri. Siri, jump.
Oh my!
Sky Kid, jump. Sky Kid,
God.
fly.
I can't wait to hear Joe play this. This would be a great Joe Let's Play.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of Joe, Steven Eider, I miss your tweets and retweets. That is, or likes and retweets. That has nothing to do with Joe. I don't know how that came up. But man, that game company, we've been waiting. It's so weird that we were just talking about them and how we can't wait to hear what their next game is. And it's this. Gotta admit, a little disappointed, but I think Apple probably paid to have this made. So when it does eventually come to consoles, which you know it will, it'll probably be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
This was the Cartridge Club effect. We made it happen. We talked about that game company. They released it.
That's exactly it. And you talk about Apple.
Yeah. PS4. Dragon's Crown.
Yeah, I seen that.
Coming.
Who's this? Who makes this?
Vanillaware.
Oh my.
So
I know somebody who likes
Odinsphere Life the remake for Odinsphere, looks amazing on PS4.
It does.
I can't wait to see Dragon's Crown on PS4. Vanillaware I love their art style. It looks gorgeous. It's timeless.
I just can't wait to see that sorceress. You know what I'm saying?
Which one's the sorceress?
You know,
I'm not familiar with the archetypes.
I don't know how to explain. She uses magic.
Okay, she's the man. So like the wizard with the big flowing robes.
No,
No, not that one.
that's not quite. Let's move on.
Also, Overwatch is having their next free weekend. So if you're one of the 8 people who don't already own Overwatch,
That's me.
You can go ahead and grab. There's a free weekend on September 22nd.
I think I just heard some Overwatch news. I can't remember what it was. I think Eric was talking about
Yeah, he was talking about how they're currently working to remove some of the toxicity from the game.
BM. Getting rid of that BM.
They actually said we have stopped developing new stuff or slowed down on developing new stuff to get rid of the BM.
Bad manners. It's an old StarCraft expression. And I'm assuming it still applies to Blizzard games and other online games. Good manners GM, bad manners BM.
I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so they're working to remove that. And because people are dicks, it's actually slowing down the progression of the game. Although it was funny because he said we want people to play and be polite and be nice to each other because we want to be inclusive. So we're going to ban people who are bad-mannered, which is funny because if you're banning people, then you're not inclusive.
Well, I don't want those people included anyway.
No. If you're one of those people, you're a shitty person.
We only want to be inclusive for nice people.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how the expression works, but that's fine.
That's how Overwatch works in Blizzard. It's not a government you voted for, folks. They don't want you on their servers. Get the Swayze off.
Yes, my boys over at Blizzy.
Yeah. I think I'm finally out of news.
Yeah, I got lots of Nintendo news, but it can wait.
That's all Nintendo Direct. We'll cover that in the topic, which we will jump to later. If you want to skip directly to that, you can use the timestamp below.
That was me fast forwarding. It sounded terrible. I'm sorry.
Good fast forward.
I'm so sorry, everyone. All right, we're taking a break?
No.
Oh, my back's killing me. It's just full of egg roll. The egg rolls just pulling me down.
Loaded.
So
all right,
gas.
so we're going to move into Cartridge Club Update.
All right, get no update. What's the Cartridge Club update?
Cartridge Club Update is the part of the show where we talk about some of the podcast videos and blogs that have been uploaded to our community at www.cartridgeclub.org.
Shedding a little light.
Yeah.
Yeah, open.
So let's dive into
the
it.
curtain a bit.
We always start with podcasts. So let's go with podcasts.
All right.
I like consistency.
I have a lot of podcasts. So how many do you have?
I don't know. I tried to get caught up this week. I listened to a bunch. I feel like I'm going to be able to contribute more this week than I did last week.
All right. Let's start with Bonus Barrel.
Okay.
Boom. Talking about Ninja Gaiden. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard a lot on there.
First of all, do you call it Gaiden, or Gaiden?
Gaiden.
Whatever. All right, opens up. Seiji talks a little bit about this game that you sent me.
Yeah.
My brother's like, hey, man, check out this game. It's called Anti-Clone. I'm assuming it's pronounced Anti-Clone.
It is pronounced anti-clone, but it's spelt
Anti-Clone.
Anticlone, all one word.
Yes.
What did you think of this game?
I loved it. I'm only on World 3. I'm getting 3 stars and everything before
So what type of game is it? Because it's Android only and I can't play it.
It's a puzzle game. It's really hard to explain. You move. You have to fill the entire... It's a tiles... Okay, so you have a screen that's full of tiles. You have to fill the tiles with a certain color without overlapping. You can't ever go back over your own tiles. That's probably the best way I can explain it.
It's a game based on color, and you're 3-starring levels?
It's not color.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they do change colors, but it's like black and white kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not going to miss it. But yeah, Anti-Clone. Anyway, so my brother here sends it out. He's like, hey, check this game out. Check it out. No idea who makes it. I'm playing it. I'm loving it. I'm pushing Avery around in her stroller, and I'm playing at the same time. Not in the street. I'm out in the street. No danger. But, yeah. Anyway, it's awesome. Turns out it's made by Seiji.
Seiji and his wife
missus
completely made this game, the two of them by themselves.
Loved it.
Available now on your Android devices.
Yeah, I tried to pre-order it as quick as I could. It's already out for free, folks. It is free. Free.
Check it out.
Check that out. Check out Seiji's heart and soul. What do I have here? Pre-orders came up on the bonus barrel.
Yep.
Oh, right. They were talking about the difference between pre-buy and pre-order.
Yeah, I think
they got confused. I think they got a little mixed up.
they just had the names switched.
Got the names mixed up. I still think everything we said was right.
I mean, yeah, I do.
I tried thinking about it.
Now, I understand Seiji's point of view that the method that we said was best isn't sustainable.
Right.
Why
wouldn't it be?
Because a company
I
wouldn't
mean, you have
be
to
able...
have both. You have to have both. Right.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, you have to have set stock. But say you have a goal. Every company has a goal. If they hit that goal from your pre-orders, then you can be very cautious and limited for what you put on the shelves. That's just all icing on the cake.
Yep.
If you don't make it, then you know how much you need left over.
But everything you put on the shelf that's above your pre-orders still runs the risk of costing you money if you don't sell it.
I know, but like I just said, you have a goal that you have to hit. You know how many you have to put on the shelves. No matter what, you have to put that number on the shelves.
Right.
So if you have half those already sold, you only have to put half them on the shelves.
As soon as you make more, I don't know, man. I don't run a business.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I don't want to pretend that I know what I'm talking about.
I will reiterate
I don't want to be one of those
one
podcasts.
more time. Hold
right.
on. You need to sell 100,000 games to make profit. You sell 50,000 pre-orders. You know you have to at least put 50,000 on the shelves. So you're going to put you were going to put 100,000 on the shelves anyway because you need that to make profit, right?
Right.
So you've already sold 50,000. So now you're only going to put 50,000 on the shelves. And if you want to put more, you can. But at least you know to be cautious. All you have to do is put 50,000 more on the shelves.
But now I don't know if those 50,000 I put in the shelves are going to sell.
Oh my God! You weren't going to know if the 100,000 were going to sell.
I wouldn't have made 100,000. Then I probably would have just made 50,000.
You have to make 100,000 to make profit. I just said this.
This is what it's like when I talk to you about the website every week.
You have to make 100,000 to make profit. So no matter what, you're making 100,000.
Okay, so I should pre-order 100,000.
Dear God, we're moving on.
Rob doesn't like hard games.
Okay, so there was a lot of Ninja... Okay.
If he was better at them, he might like them more.
Ninja Gaiden is a great game. This game got a beating on this show. It's an old school game. It's a great game.
I've never played the game, but hearing Rob talk about it, it sounded like it would be a lot of those weird, cheap deaths.
It is as much of a cheap death as it is in any of the other types of games like that on the NES.
But he's talking about, like... never-ending spawning seagulls.
Well, if you keep going back and forth, things are going to keep spawning.
So you're just saying move forward.
You got to get used to how you can move forward. Because he's trying to move back to dodge something. You have to be able to dodge that thing moving forward.
Oh, wow.
That's the best advice I
You
could
got to
give
dodge into the projectile.
the best advice I could give you.
Oh, my goodness. That sounds dangerous.
This was a fun
You'd
game.
have to be a ninja to do that.
This was a this was a fun game to learn. I beat this for the first time last year. Recorded some of it. Most of it, actually.
You should do a show.
Yeah. That was originally what it was going to be.
Why
But
don't you air that trailer?
no. Maybe I should. No, I won't. No. But anyway, this game is tough as nails. You can beat it. Trust me, I've done it. But it is difficult.
Yeah, you have to be good at games.
I wish that we could play it together. Like the BB crew would just come over here. We all play Ninja Gaiden.
There's no way I'm playing that. That game sounds atrocious.
It is not for everyone. All right, let's
I
move
would
on.
put controllers through television screens.
Also, Left edited. Great job, Left.
Yeah, Left did a really good job editing.
Also, Left got the furthest, so congrats to Left as well.
I love this topic of that. Left beat it, didn't he?
No.
I
He
thought
got
he
a
did.
6-2.
Right.
I believe is what he said. He did.
It's a great topic. I love this. I love them talking about hard games like this. It's funny because Rob is so like hardcore. Like if I start a game, I'm gonna beat the game.
Yeah, I love that.
It was great hearing it because he had a lot of frustrations with this one.
He did.
Normally,
he
Rob
hates not being able to finish a game.
Normally, he takes all these fun notes that we get to hear. Little journal entries. None of that. He didn't have any. He was just like, this game was bad. Here's why.
He was very upset.
He gave it full damage.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah. Or was it 3/4?
No, I think he did do full.
I think he gave full damage because I remember a cool sound effect afterwards.
Yeah, because I had he was asking if that was the first. I think he said is that the first time I ever did it, and Conkers was the first time I know he did it. But
That's crazy.
I think he said full. Yeah.
It was a good episode though. If you like Ninja Gaiden, or if you want to hear Rob be really angry about something, listen to that show.
Oh, I love it. It's hard.
And it wasn't like when he pretends to be angry at Shelby. He was
wasn't
unhappy
really-
with this game.
He wasn't that unhappy. With
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe he was a little unhappy. But yeah, I feel a little bad for Ninja Gaiden.
All right, what do you got next?
All right, I have so many. We can talk about. Let's do STC, and I'm sure you got lots to say about that.
Hit it.
All right, let's talk about. Okay, first of all, let's talk about your guys' commercials, your little ads for the show, for the other shows in the club.
Yeah.
Great idea. Promotes the club.
Yeah. Interchange mixture of the shows.
I love it. Now, not so much loved by Joe.
No, Joe's not. I guess Joe's not happy with them.
But Joe just said he wants to do it at the front. What do you think of that?
In all honesty, the idea came from Bill for these.
I believe that.
These
It's a very interesting
inter-show spots. He said they do it on
cross-pollination.
Yeah, he said they do it on NPR a lot. Non-public. Is it non-public radio?
I don't know.
Is that what that stands for?
I don't know what anything you're saying.
I don't know.
is.
I'm pretty. Anyway, somebody correct me. Bill will let me know. And
It's like
it's a
100,000
great
units.
it's a great way to cross promote shows within the club. So
Right.
you play a Meaty Mavens episode on STC. Flock Talk plays a bonus barrel episode or bonus barrel commercial. Bonus barrel plays a Polykill commercial, and you get like this sort of cross pollination of all the different shows.
love it.
I don't know how. I mean, I can see Joe's point of view that put it at the beginning, get it out of the way. But I also see Bill's point of view because it makes a great break between their opening banter and them getting into the meat of the topic.
That's another thing I wanted to discuss. Joe says it breaks up the conversation, but it doesn't really interrupt them.
I mean, it doesn't break up their conversation any more than him checking his phone to see if Siri can tell him what the weather is.
that could actually break the because this isn't actually playing when they're talking.
No.
They just keep talking. They can say, "Okay, there, we just put it in." It's like it doesn't interrupt them at all.
Bill says we'll be right back after this.
I know, but that they don't have to sit and listen to it. He can say that immediately, just go into the next thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand if.
I think it works good. I like the
Now,
way.
do you think as the viewer is interrupting their conversation? I think maybe that's what he means.
I don't find it interrupts for me.
Oh, I don't care either. I think they're great.
But
I love it.
a while back when we first started doing the show at Cartridge Club,
Yeah.
not even weekly, just Cartridge Club, it was suggested to us to have like little breaks in between the sections, the segments.
Right.
Anybody who's listened to that show knows that it's sort of broken down into story, gameplay, sound, graphics, overall thoughts.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
3-word review. And it was suggested to have little musical breaks in there because it gives the listener a chance to go, okay, I can reset here. I can refocus.
Yeah.
If you're listening to a show and you start to drift, then, I don't know, it gives that little break. There are a lot of shows that use little musical interludes
I love it.
that already work
Do
well.
we do this?
Do we?
Yeah. Do we
No.
put the music in?
No.
We don't?
Oh, we do, yeah. So we do.
Okay.
On the monthly shows, yeah, we do put music in to break the segments
Okay.
up.
Okay. I like that. I think that's great.
And on the weekly show, we don't.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
We are a commercial.
This is true. So what else you got for STC?
They talked about their shirts. I think Bill's won. Apparently, I liked Joe's. Didn't know which one I liked.
Yeah.
I've purchased none, though, so sorry I didn't really help you out, Joe.
I actually liked Joe's as well, but I also haven't purchased one yet.
Yeah. But all of them are great. But congrats to Bill, because I think he got the sale. They talked a bit about... Well, first of all, they said I like deviant love stories. I think Bill said that.
Yeah. It was a good way to describe your twisted...
I
your twisted romances.
It's not deviant. Is it deviant? Is that what that means?
The twisted romances of Spike Mark
boy.
Fang.
Oh, boy. I like weird, quirky love stories, you know?
Yeah, deviant.
Yeah. No. Not deviant.
All right.
Just, odd, different, strange. Not...
What did you think of 50 Shades of Grey?
That is not what I'm into. I don't like that at all.
All right.
Although, ironically, I liked Secretary, which is like how that should have been.
Oh.
Yeah. But I didn't like it because of that stuff. Like, it's two people that are sort of into that, but they don't, and then they like, that's love because they come, like, how do you find people? So there's somebody out there for everyone. Let's just move on.
I don't know.
I really want to see The Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water.
That's the new Guillermo. Anyway, deviant. Well, okay, there we go. Let's delete that note now. Diner. Talk to me about this Diner movie. Do you know what movie he's talking about? Because I don't have a clue, and I was hoping you might.
I don't remember the discussion. I know they were trying to...
It takes place in a diner.
Yeah.
It might star Kevin Bacon, but it's not the Diner movie that Siri looked up with Kevin Bacon.
Tremors.
No, I don't think...
There's a lot of a diner in that.
I think it was a
Kevin
comedy.
Bacon's in it.
I think it was a
comedy.
comedy.
Oh, it's a comedy in a diner with,
I think that's what he said.
Kevin Bacon.
I think he said it was like a comedy, but it was a murder or something. I can't even remember.
Was it Identity? No, that wasn't a diner. That was a
hotel.
A motel, yeah.
Motel, yeah.
There's a lot of diner movies.
I don't know.
Was it Legion?
It's
Legion
old.
happens in a diner.
No, that came up in the show. That's one of the suggestions. I remember Legion.
I can't remember.
Movie.
I remember them having that conversation, and I remember trying to think of diner movies.
Yeah.
And all I kept coming back to was Tremors.
Yeah, I love Tremors. Okay. That is all I have for STC.
Which doesn't even happen in a diner. It's like a corner store, and it's a small town, and they spend some time in a corner store.
That's a diner, isn't it?
I don't know.
Matters not.
There's like 6 buildings in that town.
Yeah, it wasn't a very big town. But yeah, that's all I have for STC. Great show, as always. Love Bill.
Definitely check them out. Can't wait to hear them this week.
Yeah. Not into deviant.
Moving on.
Okay. I have a couple. We'll do Polykill first. You listen to Polykill yet?
Yes.
Okay. They start off. First off, Trav's talking about this post office experience. Did you listen to this? He's trying to get a package. They went out and they said, "Okay, we missed you." So he's like, "All right, you can come pick it up at after 9 o'clock." I think they said. So he went over to pick it up and it wasn't there. They couldn't find it. The guy's looking around. He's looking in a cabinet where the tape and stuff is. Anyway, sounded hilarious. He finally got it. Great story though. Definitely check that part out. They also said my Journey Beat It tweet came in late. That tweet was out before we even recorded the podcast. So I don't know where the delay was. I think it's probably because they did the off kilter.
Maybe.
But if you ever say that I've made a late Journey tweet or any other Game of the Month tweet beat it again, I will stop ever just beating it. And I'm just kidding, of course. I will just beat it all the time.
That was intense.
I will just beat it all the time.
All right.
But never ever say that I've done that again.
He always beats it in a timely manner.
I'm just kidding. Sometimes I don't beat it till right at the end of the month. But yeah. What else? Adventure games. Talk about adventure games.
Yeah, Trav didn't like Nier.
No. He didn't say he didn't like it.
I'm misrepresenting.
Yeah, just like he misrepresented my tweet.
Yeah.
You're sort of misrepresent. Just kidding, guys.
Trav beat Nier, got ending A, and that's enough for him.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
I misrepresented that. Ignore what I first said. I misrepresented that.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay to misrepresent things. Everybody makes mistakes. Some people make tweets that gets missed. Actually, these guys are getting a lot of heat for their just beat it. A lot of people are getting upset. A lot of things are getting missed.
Isn't Ted Cruz?
He's still waiting for the Polykill shout out. Hasn't got it yet.
So he beat it. He got ending A, and I got to tell you, I have also gotten ending A on Nier, and one of the other endings for making a mistake. And I've actually gotten ending 8 twice because I made a mistake.
I remember.
And
you
I have
saying
put it
that.
down, and I haven't gone back to it either. And I'm questioning if I will.
Well, there you go. Maybe I'll borrow from you then. 80%. Would you still give it an 80?
I enjoyed it a lot. I played it right on the heels of Breath of the Wild, and a lot of the things that I could do in Breath of the Wild that I couldn't do in Nier bothered me for Nier. I think I'd have to go back to it now, having some time between it and the open world masterpiece that is Breath of the Wild. I'd have to play it after something restrictive.
That makes sense. It's funny because I was listening to this, and then right after it, I was listening to Caleb talking about his podcast, which
And he loves it.
I will get to that shortly, but yeah. Oh, also another Polykill thing. Their live show is coming up. Please check it out. I believe it's next Thursday. What is that? The 21st?
Yes, the 21st, Thursday the 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern.
I think it's 8 p.m. our time.
7 p.m. Eastern.
I don't know. It's around then.
You should follow at Polykill on Twitter. Find out. I'm staying up late for it.
Oh my goodness! I think I'm working evenings. No, I'm working.
And
like
the
11
next,
to 7.
it's gonna suck for me because the next day we got to drive like an hour and a half out to Aldershot and get the fob set up for a field phase.
Oh, I threw out. Did you just say fob? Because fob came up in the last Polykill.
Yeah,
Is it a fob convention you're going to?
It is. Yeah.
Holy jeez, fob convention. Anyway, I love Polykill. You can misread my tweets whenever you want. I'm just kidding. All right, let's move on. But seriously, if you ever read my tweet. All right, which one are we moving on to next?
We got Retro Pixel.
I talked about that last week.
Yep, I just listened to it.
Okay, well, you talk about it now then.
Still a good show. Go check it out.
It is great.
I haven't heard Dollar Dorks yet.
Did I talk about that last week? No,
it
I
just
haven't.
came
I haven't
out.
heard it yet. Have not heard it yet. It just came out.
Stars, I believe, Catherine from Flock of Nerds.
Yes, and Hodge.
And Nintendo Hodge.
Yeah, haven't heard it yet, but I heard it's great as always. So I guess I get into more of mine then. Have you heard Josh's new podcast yet, Frantic Thoughts?
Still no. There's 2 new podcasts in the
Yes.
club. I am so far behind.
All right, I will talk briefly
sorry,
about both.
But you know what? It doesn't make me love the club any less or make me...
No, there's lots of podcasts
enjoy
I don't
these
listen to
people.
from the club. I love everybody though. Frantic Thoughts. So first off, I just want to point out he has a super clear mic.
Does he?
It is like professional grade. I don't know what he's doing. I can hear his cat meowing.
He's not actually recording. He's in your house.
I don't know how he's doing it. He might be.
He travels house to house for everybody who wants to listen to this
Oh,
show.
you actually want to hear? I'm coming. I'm coming.
Yeah,
You want to hear my thoughts? I'm coming.
I'm on the way.
Yeah, super clear mic. Just want to
Hello,
point that out.
Mark.
He worked a crap ton of overtime over Harvey. So his employer's pretty cool. Let him work pretty much whatever hours he wanted. Gave him extra overtime on top of
Yeah,
it.
didn't he work like 60 hours in 4 days or something?
It's like 70 hours in a week or something like that. And one of these he had off or something. So it's like
Crazy.
yeah, a lot of hours. Oh boy, my notes are terrible. He beat Mega Man 2.
Yep.
I think that's what my note says. I can't remember if he said he beat it. Did he beat it?
I don't know.
Anyway, congrats if you beat it, Josh. I'm pretty sure he beat it. Anyway, yeah, Frantic Thoughts. A new one just came out today, I believe. So check it out. Excuse me. He must do weekly, does he?
Yes.
That was
every
episode-
Thursday.
That was episode 14 to listen to, so I have to go back and listen to all the backlog too. All right.
And you can find those on your podcast listening devices, but you can also find it at the Cartridge Club.
Boom.
Yeah, he keeps putting them up for community submissions.
Adorable. It's actually working.
Yeah.
I love it.
The system was designed, and it is working the way it was designed.
It kept popping up, and I was like, he must be on our website, but he's doing it all himself.
Yeah.
Anybody can do this.
Everybody has to manually. Yeah, anybody can submit content.
I'm just
to the
trying to
site.
help you say stuff.
Go to the website.
That is amazing.
Go to the website. You're a founder. You don't have
We
a
have a website.
You don't have a user. You're the only one without an account.
I have an account. It's Cartridge Bros. I'm one of them. All right. Big 1 year anniversary to a good friend of ours, Kyle, and of course, Fearless Leader. Yeah, Game Time Arcade celebrates their 1 year anniversary. In this 1 year anniversary, they did their Hall of Fame inductees. So they were doing like video game inductees,
Right.
who they would pick. And then we have to sort of decide who had the better list. I am siding with Kyle. He picked Mario 3, although, and he picked Minecraft 2. But Fearless Leader picked the first Mario Brothers, and as a Hall of Fame inductee, that might be the right choice. You know what I'm saying? I like Mario 3 more, but Mario 1 might be the Hall of Fame material. You know what I'm saying?
But Mario 3's better.
I know, but in terms of what saved the video game industry,
Do you put? I'm not that they're both not deserving to be in the Hall of
right?
Fame.
Definitely, at some point, both should be in. But who goes in first? This is the first entries.
Why can't they go in together?
well, you can only pick so many, and each of them had their own lists.
Yeah.
One of them had Mario 3. One of them had Mario 1. Who's right?
What else did he have on his list?
Oh my gosh, dude, I can't remember all of them. I remember
I'm still going with Mario 3 is a superior game. Yes, Mario 1 a saved gaming, and you can put it in there for that reason. But based on the game alone, Mario 3 is a superior game. It deserves to be in there first.
Yeah, but then you gotta be like,
you don't.
Since we're just going by that Mario World, you know, it kind of should be in there because that's better than Mario 3.
Yeah, but that wasn't one of the options they gave us.
You should pause for everyone to get mad.
Oh, sorry.
This is a very conflicting topic.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm angry.
Mario 3 versus Mario World. That is a tough one. Brazel's always talking about it.
It is a tough one. What did the CC 100 vote on?
But that's not Hall of Fame. That's just best of all time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying I've been saying
so
I'm saying a lot.
Would number 1 not be the best of all time? Be most deserving of the first Hall of Fame entry?
And that's what I'm wondering.
Well, then Cartridge Club dictated Super Mario World, then Super Mario 3.
Oh, you're saying for us? No, that has nothing to do with it. One saved the video game market. That has to be taken into account in terms of this, not in terms of best game of all time, but in terms of inductee for Hall of Fame.
I still think you put who's best in first.
No, I disagree. Well, you watch sports and stuff. Well,
right.
Like who goes into the Hall of Fame? I don't know.
They would put the player who's the best in, and then if somebody else made a historical impact, they would also get inducted, but ultimately the best player gets put in.
First?
It's a hard reference to make because all of the guys who paved the way are already in the Hall of Fame.
Let's talk about wrestling for a second. Apparently it's really hard to get into their Hall of whatever it's called.
Okay.
All right, never mind. I thought you knew more about wrestling.
I haven't watched wrestling since the 90s.
That was the extent of my knowledge, so. All right.
That's a great question. I wanted to hear from the viewers. What do you think? For a Hall of Fame entry, whether it be sports or video games, should the more historical... the item or person with a greater historical impact... Can you really downplay the historical impact of Super Mario 3?
You can, in comparison to number 1, sure. Yeah, sure you can.
Okay.
Only in comparison to, something like Pong. Pong should be there. One of them probably said that. I can't remember.
So would you put Pong in over Super Mario Bros? Because Pong's like...
Yes.
Really?
It's like the first, yeah.
No way.
Man, it's like the first. Space Invaders 2, baby.
I'm not denying that those deserve a place in the Hall of Fame.
I know, but Donkey Kong maybe...
But there are other games from around that same time that are better games, that are better examples of... When you do
a Hall of Fame, this is pre-Crash.
But the Hall of Fame is... This is the best of what we have had to offer.
No, I don't know. I think it's most impactful. I think it's most...
Well, Pete Rose made quite an impact, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's because of his haircut. I have no idea what it is. I'm just going by a Family Guy quote.
He bet... okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course he's not going to be in it. There's a difference between infamous and famous.
All right.
But anyway, I'm getting out of... Okay, so also they're having a little... Oh, and if you do let us know which is higher, maybe take Kyle and Fearless Leader in there and get them involved too. But they're having this little bet now where you could vote for Kyle to play Fallout 4, or you vote for Fearless Leader to play Q*bert, and they're going to live stream it.
Oh, let's go Fearless Leader.
To play Q*bert?
Yeah, I'd watch Q*bert.
What did I vote?
Where do I vote?
I think if you vote for Kyle, then Fearless Leader plays. Yeah.
Okay, so whoever wins the Hall of Fame vote, the other person plays.
You know what? These are unrelated votes.
Oh, my goodness.
There's a lot of votes.
I'm going to listen
on.
to the show.
Listen to the show. It'll make more sense. Game Time Arcade, though. Check it out. We love Kyle and Fearless. All right. Let's move on.
We got one last podcast I think you wanted to talk about?
I do have one last. How did you know? It is the Masters of Unlocking. You, the Master of Unlocking. Jill... Barry says it to...
Now I get it.
There you go.
You should take this lockpick.
Yes.
Right.
Bingo. Okay.
I thought it was an achievement reference.
No, my God, that's so funny. I never even thought of that. It's kind of a double entendre. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Sure.
I don't even know what that means. But they opened up with "Stop! Don't open that door." That clip from Barry,
Right.
And that's how they open their podcast now. I think it's great. Loved it. Oh my God. Caleb talks about he switches the background on his phone to whatever game he's playing at the time. I love that. Then every time he opens up his phone, he's like, right, no matter what's going on his day, I have this looking forward to when I get home. I love it.
Caleb might be the smartest man I know.
Dude, my nips are hard. I just the thought of doing that. I'm going to be doing that. I'm stealing that. Caleb, you've inspired me.
They got 4 episodes out, right? I got to jump into these guys hard.
Yes, I'm at the end of number 2.
I got STC line. I had to teach today, so I didn't have a chance to listen to anything today. But I got STC lined up tomorrow morning.
Get caught up. It's good all the way back from the start. What else here? So me and Scott, I found out.
Brilliant. I'm going to start doing that.
I think it's amazing. Anyway, me and Scott, very similar. He does not support digital-only media,
Right.
which I think is great. If you can get it physical, he gets it physical. I think he said he might buy digital if it's the only possible way, but only physical. Also, he said a nice thing about the club. He said that, and I do this too, he spends more time looking at his Netflix menu and all the movies and scrolling through than actually watching movies. It's so hard to decide which one to watch. And he says he feels the same way with his collection, his video game collection.
Mm-hmm.
And the club helps him focus and say, hey, we're playing this game this month. Helps him focus, helps him make that decision. I think that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I love it. Anyway, that is just some excerpts from number 1 and 2 of Masters of Unlocking. They're awesome. Check it out. Caleb and Scott. That's Caleb J. Ross and VG Collectaholic.
Yeah.
Great guys. My God. Very eloquent. Very good with words.
Well, Caleb's an author, and Scott's a lawyer.
Oh my God.
So you would expect them to be good with words.
You guys are way smarter than us. All right, let's move on.
And you said double entendre. You better
Oh my God. I hope that's right then.
You better hope you used it right.
I have no idea if it's right. Okay, I have 2 videos. I'm done with podcasts. Do you have any more podcasts?
No, I'm done with podcasts.
Okay. We've probably missed some, but that's fine. I have 2 videos.
Lay it on me.
One of them is the STC pickup video.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that.
Dude, Bill's Game Boy pickup?
Crazy. He paid $60 for this. The Pokemon games alone are worth like 80 or 100.
I'm speechless.
It was a massive.
I don't know
It
what to say.
it was a Chris Roberts epic style pickup.
It really was. I feel bad. I got to try and remember some of Joe's. Joe had those cool NES cases.
Yep.
Yeah. Give Joe some cred.
That was cred. Yay! 4 neon cases.
No, he had something else too.
He had Mortal Kombat on the Game Boy, and his version was super clean.
Well, there you go, Joe can dish. But Bill had too, didn't he?
Yeah, Bill's was all dirty though.
Yeah, who cares? But hey, Bill had Star Saver. I think it's like Star Saver is what it shows up, but I think there's like another little bit to the title. I can't remember what it was.
I wonder if those guys feel like it's a competition when they do those pickup videos.
Oh yeah, definitely they do.
I wonder what kind of crushing, soul-pounding loss you feel when somebody rolls in with a $60 pickup that has 2 NESs,
Yeah.
150 controllers,
Yeah.
a box full of Game Boy games.
Disgusting. It was a great pickup.
Oh, man.
Anyway, great banter as always. The only pickup videos I watch, so that's cool.
It was no banter. Joe stopped. Bill started showing his stuff, and Joe just stopped. Joe just quietly filmed.
Yeah, you know what? He did try to show. Oh my God, he had Final Fantasy Adventure, which is also
Yeah.
great. That's Secret of Mana 1. That's the original Mana game, by the
Yep.
way. But yeah, Joe's just like looking at his stuff.
I mean, they're the only pickup videos I watch.
Me too. All right. I also watched.
And the occasional booty bonanza.
Oh
Oh,
my.
and the
I
Q Dogs
understand.
monthly pickup videos. All right, those are the 3. That's it.
All right, you watch a lot of pickup. That's pretty much all you watch. Pickup
it.
videos. Q Dog House. Speaking of Q Dogs, they have a lot of anniversaries to celebrate in this episode.
Yes, they do.
One of them almost gets forgotten.
Yeah.
You know what?
The least important one.
You kind of look like Eric in that picture there. From a certain angle, it's got an Eric vibe to it.
You keep talking.
It's kind of got an Eric vibe. Yeah, people are, even in that light, especially in that light, people are going to see what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, anniversaries. This is their 2-year Q-Dog anniversary in the Q-Dog house.
If you ever wanted to get a rundown of what has been happening in the Cartridge Club for the last 2 years in 5-minute bites,
Yeah.
go back and rewatch the Q-Dog Host videos.
Dude, that is a great idea.
I started doing it a while back because I missed a lot of stuff because I was sailing. And they're like a window into what I missed. It was like a time capsule for the deployment.
Now, how long? Can you do the math real quick?
How many videos is that?
Yeah.
52 weeks. So 2 years is 104 weeks times 5, 520 minutes.
Beautiful. So that's,
Assuming they're all 5 minutes long.
I'm sure they are. Aren't they? 5 minutes.
Yep.
Go. All right. Anyway, yeah, lots of anniversaries. Almost misses the wedding anniversary. I think that's so funny. Melissa's like, let's do the most personal one first. And he's like, all right, in the Q-Dog house.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. And the Cartridge Club.
Yeah. And the Cartridge Club. Both more personal.
Yep.
I love it. And
they got their air conditioner fixed.
yes. And actually, I think, Did I post a video or pictures of him fixing
Twitter.
it? Yeah,
I saw it. I saw it on Twitter.
Must have been on Twitter then. Yeah. Anyway, congrats on that. Anyway, that's all I have for a video.
Flock of Nerds continues their Mario Mondays with Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
I'm enjoying that game.
I'm enjoying their videos. It has confirmed. Watching their videos has confirmed I will never buy this game, but I am enjoying 100% watching them play it.
It's not for you.
Miles and Catherine, I can't hear them speak without instantly smiling. No matter what's happening around me, no matter how bad my day is,
They exude.
just their voices makes me smile.
Me too.
I miss Miles dearly from the Barry Game Exchange.
It's true, he does.
Retro Pixels uploaded Mega Man 2 walkthrough, playthrough, try-through.
Oh, yeah.
Stage by stage,
I'm just seeing lots of uploads from
day
him.
by day.
Cool. So he's showing each master
yeah.
each day?
Yep.
Is that how
And
it
like he said, he's not getting all fancy with it. He's going to record what he does, and he's going to upload it.
Yeah, I love it. Raw to the point.
Yep. Musty's Second Breakfast talked all about the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, yes.
So I'm not going to dive into it too much because that's about to be our topic.
Did you watch it? I have not seen it. I'm curious about his thoughts. I guess I'll have to watch the video.
You have to watch the video.
Yeah.
That's all I have for videos.
Cool.
Let's go to blogs, and then we'll hit community stuff.
Some Merchandise Mondays, perhaps? I think I've seen some Metal Gear Solid figures.
I haven't read this week's Merchandise Monday yet.
Oh, I haven't either, but...
I need to.
All right, well...
I need to get on that.
You got that money?
And, yeah. Look out, wallet. And 2 game reviews. One for Life is Strange, one for Journey.
Yes. Who did Life is Strange?
They're both Dean.
That's Dean. Yep. Dean Journey too?
Dean's crushing it.
The guy
Dean's
doesn't
got like
stop. Did he
85.
sleep?
There's 85. If you would go to the website,
Yeah.
there are 85 video game review blogs already preloaded and scheduled to go.
Dude, spoilers?
What?
You're peeking behind the curtain here.
Yeah.
Wait, 85?
85.
Just from Dean.
Just Dean.
Oh my god. The guy's a beast.
And while doing that, him and Derek were also transferring all of the posts from our original Weebly forums from 4 years ago. All of the content, all the posts we thought were lost has now been reclaimed and placed on our new forums and will be with us forever.
Wow. True story right here. I'm about to tell you something. On the way home today with the missus from work, she says, "What do you want to do in Chicago?" More than anything, I said, "Can't wait to hug Dean."
Good answer.
Yeah. And she said, "Who's Dean?"
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't. But she immediately understood when I said that I want to hug Dean. So, so check out all Dean's blogs. My God.
All right, so let's talk about some of the community content that has been uploaded to the club.
Okay.
I'm just going to jump on there quickly.
Do it.
Because we are running really long this episode.
Good thing we have no questions.
We have 2.
Well, 1.5.
So Nintendo Hodge. Lumps the Clown put an SOS. SOS the Game blog up. It's for Super Nintendo.
I know what SOS is.
Read it. Check it out. It's a good time.
Lumps.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
Hodge put a video up talking about traditions in games.
Love Hodge.
We got our frantic thoughts. He's also got a couple of reviews: Night in the Woods and Nidhogg 2.
Oh my God, I forgot to mention his Nidhogg review.
Nidhogg 2.
Yeah, it's a great review. I think I mentioned it last week, didn't I?
Check that out. There is some more coming up there soon. I just have to approve them.
All right, cool. You get to approve what goes on?
We are all supposed to have access to approve them.
I mean, we get to approve what goes on?
Oh, I hate you.
I just play the games.
It's just so somebody doesn't just upload a bunch of pictures of their shoes.
Oh, so that will not get approved.
No.
I have to
Bunch of shoe pics.
I have some editing to do.
All right, we're going to skip mission this week. We're going to jump right into the topic.
Mission?
I don't have one. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Right into topic.
What is the game that excited you most from the latest Nintendo Direct?
That's the mission?
Let us know.
Tweet CCMission. What game from the latest Nintendo Direct excited you the most?
Hashtag CCMission.
What if nothing from the Direct excited me? Then tweet nothing.
Yeah, actually, but make sure you do the tweet just with a hashtag and nothing else.
Yeah. If nothing in the Nintendo Direct interested you, you can just simply ignore this.
No, do hashtag CCMission and with no other content. And then we'll know that guy did not enjoy it.
Didn't care.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing those as well.
I'm
actually.
retweeting those.
I will retweet that as well.
All right, that's the mission. Before we jump into topic this week, why don't you tell everybody who this show is sponsored by?
Oh, this week sponsored by Amp Energy. The best energy drink you can buy at your local dollar store.
Are you still drinking berry mix?
Make sure you get mixed berry. I accidentally bought a green one because they were all out of... I shouldn't say accidentally. I had to buy a green one because they were all out of mixed berries. My God, I threw up.
You told us this last week.
Threw up.
It happened again this week?
Didn't need to throw up. Did it on purpose.
Just to get it outside of you.
Just a spite. Just out of spite. How to get that out.
Those green amp people are going to be angry.
They're not
Is this
that
like
bad.
it's like Kit Kat, where the left side, or Twix, the left side and the right side, the two different companies,
Yeah.
Green Amp and Blue Amp. Blue Amp sponsors the show. Green Amp does not.
Green amp. Might as well just go ahead and jump off all the shelves.
I actually read an article that Green Amp actually makes you tireder. It actually makes you more sleepy.
Yeah.
It doesn't amp you up at all.
Opposite. It's very misleading. There's a good reason mixed berry is often sold out and the green are always there. Just
I can't
pointing
wait
out-
for Pam's question this week.
Oh, man. There's a question this week?
Yeah. All right. So,
Oh, I can't wait, too.
topic: Nintendo Direct.
Let's do it.
Give us some fireworks.
Oh, I forgot about that. There.
There's one video
awesome.
where you did that, and I actually put fireworks in the
I
video.
remember. What video was that?
I don't know. You'd have to dig through
It
the
must have
annals.
been an announcement video, but I don't know.
You'd have to dig through the annals. Annals?
Awkward.
Fun fact: a guy at work today told us he went out last night after work and painted his back door.
Oh.
Yeah, we asked if it was a euphemism.
Yeah. What color?
Bleached. All right, so
Thing, right?
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, boom. Let's get into it.
It was awesome. So it started off with 3DS talk.
Yeah, I was like,
So it was Rocket Sauce and I were both sort of.
what, you guys watching this together?
Not
Did
in
not
this-
get an invite.
Well, we have
I was alone.
there's a Twitter chat where it's me,
Completely
Rocket,
by
and Musty, and
And what?
it's me, Rocket, and Musty.
And P2? Nope.
It's called Musty Sauce Bros.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah,
Why does this happen? Why does this exist?
it's been around for a while.
All right, put me in there. You got to add me. You know what? I probably won't say anything. So it doesn't even matter.
Anyway, so we watched it together. 3DS talk.
Yes. I was like, oh, this doesn't look good.
So here's the thing. They opened up with 3DS.
Yeah. They got it out
Nintendo
of
has
the way.
said on multiple occasions 3DS is going to be supported throughout 2018.
Yeah. Do we really need to talk about it, though?
I do, because there's a point I want to drive home.
Yeah, all right, go
They
ahead.
talked about the 3DS in the first 10 minutes of the 45-minute show.
Yes.
And then at the end of it, they were like, we're done with 3DS. We're moving on to Switch.
Yes.
Because we know you want to hear Switch.
Of course.
But we had to give our 3DS the window.
And it all makes sense.
But what I want to say is,
What?
it would have been very... So when the
Yeah.
PS4 came out...
I got you.
PS4 came out,
Yeah.
you were still getting PS3 support.
Word.
But you were getting it in the form of, here's a game released, identical game released on both systems.
Say what?
And that's what the PS4 did. That's what the Xbox 360 did.
I dig it. All right.
But with Nintendo, the 3DS is still getting its own games. Sure, they're probably coming from B Team developers.
What was the highlight from
C
that
Team
3DS?
developers. That Kirby game looks all right.
It does actually look all right. And the
and
Minecraft should be
Pokemon-
fun for somebody.
The Pokemon game that came out last year is coming out again this year.
Yes. But that Minecraft game looked janky. It didn't look right.
Yeah.
Didn't look right.
So they talked about it, but they could have just abandoned it. It would have been so easy for them to walk away from this, but they didn't. They're still supporting it. And like I said, it's not like when the PS3 or PS4 or when the Xbox 360, Xbox One came out, where it was, okay, we're going to support it in the form of, we're just going to make one game for both consoles.
Yeah.
They're still making, and third parties are still making, now it's winding down, but they're still making original games for the 3DS to support that fan base who has purchased it and has been with them for a while. And they're going to continue doing it through 2018. Now, do I think we're going to see any games in 2019? No.
I don't think we're going to see many in 18.
Yeah, but I just think it's cool that they didn't just walk away from it when the Switch took off. They could have easily just said, "We're done here."
Quick question about 3DS. Do you think we're going to get Samus Returns on Switch?
No.
Damn it. Okay. It looks good, but like the game looks great, but man, those graphics are
So I'm going to tell you the same thing I said
muddy.
last time. You're looking at graphics blown up on a 1080p TV
No,
that's
I'm not. I'm looking
55
on
inches.
I'm looking on my phone.
You got to play the game to see the. I don't know. Play the game.
Yeah, it looks hazy. Everything
All
looks,
right.
looks hazy.
Then don't play the game.
I'm going to play it. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to borrow your copy.
Those hazy graphics will probably ruin it for you.
Graphics do not ruin games for me, but it is hazy. I would rather play it on the Switch. Is all I'm saying.
All right. You're entitled to that.
Who was it that said that?
And in all honesty, I think I'm alone in the defense of the 3DS graphics.
Oh, you are?
Although somebody else backed me up on Bravely Default.
Who?
I'm certain somebody on Twitter said Bravely Default was also
I'm
beautiful.
coming for you.
Maybe it was just on the forums. I'll check after
Maybe it was
this.
in your head. I'm just kidding. Everybody likes whatever they like. I don't care. All right.
So the open
So
three-
anything? First of all, any 3DS things that make you excited for 3DS still?
No, actually, I stopped. No.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Other than Metroid, which is tomorrow,
Yeah.
there's nothing left on the 3DS that I'm excited for.
And they did show a little of that.
Maybe Radiant Historia, but After the Switch,
You own that, don't you?
yeah, after the Switch news, I don't see me after Super Metroid. Sorry, after Metroid 2 or Samus Returns, I think it's quite possible my 3DS gets retired.
Yeah. Yeah, understandable. Can't argue that.
I still got a couple of games
What
that I
about
haven't
Entry
wrapped
Odyssey
up.
5?
No.
Okay.
I played through 1 and 2, and that was enough for me.
I could see that.
I enjoyed them both.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I need to do more in that world.
Nah, me neither. All right.
So let's talk about the Switch portion of the Direct.
Boom, 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 boom. This is where the fire is coming.
Xenoblade 2 release date, December 1st,
Hold on,
2007.
before we get into Xeno 2, let's get into the biggest announcement. Phantasy Star Online 2
I didn't see that.
gets announced for Japan only.
Bum, ba-da-da. The Switch is region free.
Oh no, it's a free to play MMO. There's no way you're gonna be able to enjoy this.
It's region free. I mean, you'll have to be able to speak Japanese.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Japanese, but that sucks. No PSO again. No Phantasy Star Online again for us. We're getting boned again with the Phantasy Star. Why don't they want to give it to us?
It probably wouldn't sell well. So you sell it to North America, which means you got to translate it. Then you got to have North American servers.
Yeah.
Then you got to bring it over here.
Say what?
It's going to be a game that people are going to want physical because if it's people who are clamoring for this,
He ain't
you
lying.
know they're sort of collector type. You know,
Yeah.
they got that Twitch.
Yeah,
They're gonna, and I don't mean the channel. They're gonna want to collect this. They're
Dude,
gonna want to have this.
People have been clamoring for PSO.
That's
too.
a lot of money coming up.
This is PSO 2 : Cloud.
Same reason you don't bring the Monster Hunter amiibos over here because nobody cares.
Oh, I disagree. PSO.
You disagree because you care.
PSO would sell. I actually wouldn't buy it. It's an MMO, but people would buy it. I'm sure of it.
People would, but I don't think the cost would. I mean, again, I don't run a company.
That's a good question. Anybody out there interested in Phantasy Star Online? Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
I love the old ones.
Because this is a game that you would have to buy and play. You can't just put this on your shelf because then eventually you'll never be able to play it.
Yes, that's what happened with PSO before. I mean, you can play single player, but anyway. All right. I just wanted to get that out of the way so we can get into the positives. Let's talk about Xeno 2, like you were saying.
All right, December 1st, 2017, confirmed launch date.
Are you shocked that it's still staying in 2017? Everybody thought it was going to get delayed,
Yeah, I thought it was going to delay.
but it did not.
One thing you can say for Nintendo is when they give you a release date, that is the release date.
Oh, boy, that's a big thing to say. Is that true?
I don't know of any time that they've given an actual date, and not hit it. Not in the last 6 years, anyway.
Yeah, but they just gave the date yesterday.
Right, but they gave a date.
Yeah.
Any other time a game got delayed, it was holiday or this quarter or whatever.
Yeah, that's too loose.
I'm going to prove it. Show me a time when they gave an actual date and
but
it got delayed.
This is like 2 months away.
Right?
It's not going to get delayed now.
Right, because they gave us a date.
So I guess if you wait until the day of...
No, you wait until they give you a date, and that date is locked in.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too loose.
What do you mean that's too loose?
That's like saying that this game might have been delayed like 100 times, but we just don't know.
It's possible. I mean, they have always been saying, since it was announced, they've been saying holiday 2017.
That is true.
So that hasn't changed.
That didn't change.
Normally, if it was
but
delayed,
that could change.
it's not. No, they gave us a date.
No, I mean, that could have changed.
Right.
That has happened in the past, is what I'm pointing.
Yeah, that has. But what I'm saying is, I don't know where these fruit flies came from all of a sudden.
It's the amp.
But when they give you a date, they stick to the date. That's the date. Everybody who wanted this game is very happy for it.
Yeah, man, I'm blown away. Oh, okay, so let's talk a bit about the trailer.
Yeah, I actually got less hyped for the game after seeing the trailer.
Love the blade concepts. Love blades.
I don't need all those people on my screen. That's going to clutter my screen.
I just love that. That girls. I mean, that things can be blades, weapons. I think that's cool. An entity, a sentient entity. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You think it's cool that the girls are slaves to the drivers?
No, because there's men too. There's boy ones.
That the blades are slaves to the drivers?
They're not slaves.
They have to obey them?
No, they do not have to obey them.
Okay.
This blade asked him to go to where was it?
Artex?
On top of the tree. I don't know what it is.
Stupid horse.
As soon as that turtle said he calls me Gramps,
Yeah.
I was like, man, this kid already looks too young. Then he said that, and I was like, I'm out. I'm out. Unless they confirm I'm getting Japanese voices, I'm out. And even
Really?
then, he's so young looking. I do not like young
Protagonists.
I don't like it.
I like the blade concept.
I shouldn't say that. I don't like it in story-driven RPGs.
I like the blade concept. I like that there is a mechanic wherein two characters are in a symbiotic relationship like that.
I love it. That's a quirky love story.
But the
But the
screen
kid's
looks
like 6.
the screen looks cluttered to me, and you're gonna be playing this in handheld mode.
Now I'm wondering how much of the HUD
And I put 100 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles, and that
X or Chronicles.
Chronicles.
I put a lot in. I don't remember how many hours. I beat it.
I got less hyped for it because of this trip,
Yeah,
and it was
man.
because the combat looked overly complicated to me.
I didn't think it looked just like Chronicles. They're just making it sound more technical.
Maybe.
You did all that same stuff, except the bar that's building up is just the cooldown that you had in Chronicles.
Okay, yeah.
That's how you had to look at it. It was the 6-year-old being in love with that blade that really upset me.
He's not 6.
Dude, the kid looks like he's 5 years old.
I mean, he looks pretty young.
He was too young. And
So you're out.
there's that super cool looking guy who shows up. He's like, yeah, I'm cool looking. And I'm like, I want to be him. Nope. You're his son.
Yeah.
Looking like.
Rex.
Is that his name?
Rex Jr.
That's even worse.
They call him Little RJ.
Oh.
Little
Can't have a
RJ.
love story with a child. It doesn't
Little
make
RJ
sense.
and Gramps. Why not? Isn't that deviant enough for you?
That is too deviant. Do not involve children in my deviances.
It's like that Nicole Kidman movie where her husband's reincarnated into a small boy.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
A movie.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's a weird movie.
That sounds quirky.
She's in the bathtub and this kid's standing there watching her.
I can't
And he's
take
like,
this.
he's like, I'm your husband. And she's like, you're 10.
I don't like this. I don't like children in my deviances. I mean, my love story.
So we went from being all head over heels for Xenoblade, and now we're possibly not buying it.
I've always said I didn't like. I thought it was chibi. I can almost get by if he was older, but just made to look younger, which is what chibi is for some reason.
Well, maybe he
But
is
this
older.
is just a young ass. He calls him Gramps, dude. He calls him Gramps.
we have a. What would you call our grandfather?
First of all, he's not his grandfather, it's a turtle,
Right.
and he calls him Gramps.
I call my dog Cooper.
That's his name.
Well, maybe Gramps is the turtle's name.
No, it is not. It's like he said it. I don't remember what it was. That part upset me a little bit. Oh, I actually have. Okay, the voiceovers. Not feeling it. I need those Japanese voiceovers. Octopath. I'll get to it in a second. Yeah. What do I have here? Voiceover and Child Star is what I have here. Blade concept is so cool. I put so cool, so you know I must love it.
Yep.
And that is all I have for Xeno 2. Other than that, the game looks beautiful. It looks like a great time. I just wish I could turn the age up a little bit on this kid so I could have a cool, quirky love story with the Blade.
Move that age slider to the right. Well, maybe the Blade's only young.
Well, the Blade looked older than him.
That's all right. Colleen's older than me.
I'm cool with if the kid is not old enough to love. This is a weird talk. How did we talk so long about Xeno? Look at the time.
I don't know.
All right. What do you want to talk about next? Are you
Uh,
going in order or something?
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Okay. Do you have any interest in this?
I might pick it up. I enjoyed Hyrule Warriors. I enjoy the Fire Emblem world. This seems like an amalgamation of the two. I might grab this when it's cheaper. I won't be a day one. I will wait for a sale or something,
Okay.
which could be a long time, but who knows?
Yep. You have a semi-attachment to these characters. I do not. I have no interest in Warriors.
It'll be a wait for reviews type purchase for me.
I gotcha. I'm pretty sure you could get Hyrule Warriors went on clearance at some places, so you might be able to get that.
Nice.
I don't know if Fire Emblem has a little different following, but Zelda. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Stipper Clips Plus,
Dude, I'm in.
November 10th.
Physical, right?
Yeah.
I'm in.
And more stages.
I'm in.
It looks good. I'm probably going to grab this digitally for me and Colleen.
Yeah, I think it's just DLC at this point. You already own the game, don't you?
Not yet.
Oh, well, there you go then. It'll be just the game then. Yeah, I'm in for sure. Did they announce the price point?
No.
Okay. What's next?
Rocket League.
Yeah,
This didn't look good.
it's Rocket League. It looked like Rocket League.
It looked really fuzzy to me. It looked to me the way you described Samus Returns.
I was going to say it, man.
It did. It didn't. I played Rocket League on my Xbox One,
Yeah.
and that looked crisp, and the lines were good. This did not. This looked fuzzy, and it was not a good video for them to show. It was not a good look.
I didn't know that. I assume this is what Rocket League looked like.
Well, unless I'm remembering it incorrectly, but no, it did not.
I have no idea. I've not
It-
played it.
Every time, remember how I said that a couple weeks ago? You'll be comparing graphics.
Yes.
Well, I compared them, and they were weighed, measured, and found wanting.
Oh my, really? I would like to pick it up for cheap to play with some club members. But I will not go out of my way, especially not to pay full price. Plus, I think it's just digital only, so
Yeah.
it would have to be very cheap.
Skyrim, November 17th.
Yeah, what are you thinking about Skyrim?
I think Bethesda is supporting the Nintendo Switch with double barrels.
I don't think... Isn't this their only game that... Gotta be honest, I've never beaten Skyrim. This might be the one I beat when it drops down in price in the future.
I'm not in a rush to play it again, but the people who haven't played it, who own a Switch,
should specify,
who are waiting to play it on the go...
I should specify that it has to be on the cartridge.
Right.
There's a good chance that all three of these games that we're about to talk about from Bethesda will not be on the cartridge.
Yeah. So Nintendo... Third-party support for Nintendo has been a problem for years. It often spelled the doom of the Wii U when they didn't get third-party support.
God, there's a lot of replies here.
This is crazy. I don't know what's going on here.
It's the amp.
Stop bringing that garbage in my house.
Oh, it's either the amp or what's coming out of me from these egg rolls I ate.
I don't even know where they came from. There was this. Anyway,
It probably came in the can.
Doom and Wolfenstein 2 coming to the Switch. Doom this year.
I was blown away this holiday season. Yeah, blown away. So there's 2 Bethesda games, November and December, right?
Right.
That is crazy.
Here's what I want to say about Wolfenstein 2, because Wolfenstein 2 is not launched. October 27th is the launch of Wolfenstein 2 on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
Switch version is not coming until next year.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
It tells me 2 things.
What's that?
1, it's not going to be a rushed, janky port, because they're going to take the time to make it right, because they're not worried about getting it out at the same time as the first one, or sorry, as the other ones.
I have a question to come back to.
And 2, there's a possibility you'll see a 2-pack maybe with Wolfenstein 1.
Ooh, that's kind of sexy. I would dress that up.
Yeah.
Do you think people will wait now to get the Switch version?
No. Well, no.
I don't know. Somebody might have been on the fence. They're like, oh, I can get play on the go.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm very curious.
I haven't played a first-person shooter on the go. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah. I
think it's more likely that people would pick it up as a secondary option after. I don't know. I'm not tapped into the first-person crowd enough
neither.
to be able to answer that.
Same here. I
feel like they're 2 different crowds: first-person shooter fans and Switch fans. To be honest,
when it showed the highlights of what was coming up, it said first-person shooter, whatever, something.
Yep.
But it didn't show what it was. I thought you were right about your Overwatch prediction.
Yeah, I was hoping.
I thought maybe, but I want every game on the go now. I want every game on the Switch or PS5.
You know what? Musty Hobbit is a fan of first-person shooters and a fan of Nintendo. He would be the best one. I would love to hear his answer on whether or not he's going to wait for the Switch version of this. He's a fan of Wolfenstein.
I was going to say, if he's a big Wolfenstein fan, he ain't waiting.
He might.
Yeah, he might. Let us know, Musty.
Tell us. I'm going to message him in that secret Twitter chat after this and find out the answer.
Let me know. Just, send me the log.
All right.
Speaking of sending the log.
Those egg rolls coming back. Let's wrap this up. So we got the Champions Amiibo from Zelda coming out November 10th.
Oh, yeah.
The Mario Amiibo is coming out October 27th.
Oh, hold on. Before Bethesda, there's now...
Koopa and Toad coming out October 6th.
Bethesda Metroid Prime 4 rumor that they're making it now.
Oh.
That's a rumor.
Can you imagine?
I can. Now. Now I can see that maybe being a possibility.
Oh, my goodness. Now my nipples are hard.
Oh, wow. It's true.
Dude, I know Bethesda didn't make Wolfenstein, that it was Machine Games, and it was only published by Bethesda, but it was so good.
Well, who made Doom? Was that in-house?
I think it was id.
Id made Doom? No, is they still making Doom?
I think so.
I know they made the original.
I think they did it, and then Bethesda published. I'm not sure.
I know nothing.
I never played Doom, so I can't speak to that.
Nonetheless, let's move on.
I mean, okay, so... all right, last up, the last thing we're going to talk about the Switch Direct. Octopath Traveler.
Oh, wait.
You want to talk about Mario Odyssey?
No, they announced Dragon Quest Builders is getting a port.
The Twisted Tales of Mario Odyssey?
That looks awesome, but Dragon Quest Builders is getting
They announced that a while ago.
They did?
Yeah, and it's Dragon Quest Builders 2.
No. It was just the first one.
Pretty sure it's the sequel.
I don't think so.
I know we're getting the sequel on PS4 and Switch.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Bet?
What do you want to bet? I'm not betting that they're not getting the sequel.
If I'm right,
this was the original.
If I'm right, you don't bring an amp next time.
Okay.
And if you're right, I'll buy your amp for next time.
All right. I'm right.
Let's talk about Octopath Traveler, because we're at a minute and 20, and we still got to do questions.
A minute and 20.
Whatever.
Project Octopath Traveler. So they're like, here's the game, whatever. There's a demo at the end of the presentation. At the end of that presentation, I'm hitting refresh. It's not showing up. I'm like, where is it? It takes like 3 minutes to upload. I was sweating. I got that demo as soon as I could. My God, it looks
What'd you think of it?
amazing. I love the demo. I played enough to know I'm getting it, and then I turned it off. I'm not going to complete the demo. I got to a few, what are they called? Random encounters?
Yeah.
It's been so long. With the warrior guy. Ulrich?
Oberek?
Sure. I fought a few random guys.
Berg?
I went back. I upgraded some of my stuff. I was like, cool. That's the game. Off. I turned it off, and I can't wait to
You turned it off.
Turned it off. It's a demo. It's for me to get a taste to see if I'm interested. I'm interested. I don't need to spoil any of the game for me.
You turned it off.
Every fight that you do in that demo means nothing. It's just enough to get you interested.
This game is beautiful. I
gorgeous.
only want to play games in this art style.
I would love
The
to
2D
see,
HD art style.
Yeah, that's what they call it. 2D HD or is it, yeah, HD 2D and whatever.
Whatever. Gorgeous. Give me a Final Fantasy VI remake in this art style. Give me a Chrono Trigger remake in this art style.
Well,
Make every game from now on. I don't know if I will be able to play any other RPG after playing this. It looks amazing.
And the music was
it
really
good. The music was as good as any Super Nintendo Final Fantasy game.
it sounded like Uematsu.
Yeah.
Nobuo Uematsu, whatever it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounded so good.
Oh man, and the combat was fun. The characters seem interesting. The two that we're allowed to play.
Yes.
And you're an adult. You're a big man. You're a big grown man.
When they said that you get to choose which character,
You're a big strong man's.
I was not happy about it. I don't like being able to choose.
You wanted to be able to pick the little boy.
But there's no little boy, is there?
I don't know.
But no, they wouldn't do that. In
We
this
got our
game.
big strong man's.
This is a big adult character game,
That's right. All grown up.
all grown up. He protects the kids. Anyway, looks great. I want it. I want it inside me. Is that it? Are we done?
We got answers. So we got 2 questions.
Oh my gosh. Well, what did you guys think of the direct? And let's get into question.
First question is from Retro Kaiser.
Yeah, buddy. What's up,
I
Retro
closed it.
Kaiser?
There we go. How do people feel about DLC coming with achievements? As long as it doesn't affect your platinum trophy status, I think it's all right. If you've
that's
already
different.
well, if you've
Platinum
already
is,
or okay, whatever the
I don't know. I don't
perfect gamer score is that what it is? I don't know what it's called on Xbox.
I don't know.
I don't care enough about achievements or trophies to really have an opinion on this, Kaiser. I'm really sorry.
Me too, dude. I think
I know you get a platinum trophy if you complete all of the trophies in a game, and I don't think DLC should affect that. It should just be all of the trophies in a base game.
that will be our stance.
If
then.
Xbox has an equivalent thing like that, I think it should be the same for them.
Yeah. A lot of people compete for that high score. This is forcing people to get DLC, I guess. In that regards, I think it's still just more game. So as long as it doesn't affect your perfect score, like you were saying for that game, if it's a platinum trophy or whatever, platinum achievement, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
If it affects that, then I'm not on board. Otherwise, I don't care.
Last question comes from Pam over at Media Mavens.
Thanks, Mr. Kaiser.
Pam wants to know, are you guys actually sponsored by AMP, or do you just really like ads? We are contractually obligated not to disclose that information. No, I'm just kidding. We just really like ads.
Also,
AMP would never give us money.
no. I think it's made by Mountain Dew. Who makes Mountain Dew? Pepsi?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we just really like ads, Pam, and it also gives me a break and an opportunity to look stuff up when we're moving on in the show.
We have been in talks with Calden Tech. Might be getting an ad sometime soon in the future.
I think it's Cowden.
Whatever. I made it up. Doesn't even matter. We ain't any talks.
Everybody over at Cowden Tech is better at games than P1.
Yeah. Kevin Tech, no good.
Kevin Tech. What?
If you misquote my Journey tweets one more time. Just kidding.
That's the show, folks. If you are listening to this on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play, please head over to www.cartridgeclub.org where you can check out this and other great podcast videos and blogs from our community. Maybe I shouldn't say other. Maybe I should just say great podcast videos and blogs from our community.
I don't even hear a word you're saying.
In case you didn't like this, great. Anyway, if you're already a member of the Cartridge Club, you can head to www.patreon.com/Cartridge Club where you can donate as much or as little as you like. Every cent donated goes to improving the club. I'm Player One.
I am Player 2.
CC Unite.